Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of season 3 of Banished. So, let us continue where we left off before. Let's keep it on 5 times, why don't we? We have wooden houses being built down here. We've got loads of people that are getting rid of this entire square section of forest up here. And the stone and iron, more importantly actually the stone. We're going to have this tunnel built through here, which is going to give us access to this nice forest around here, so that we can do some hunting and gathering and all that good stuff that's going to bring in tons and tons of food. Because quite frankly, when we start getting up civilization, civilians and all that, and people, it's all gonna, the farming just isn't gonna make it. Especially if we have a couple of bad years, it's just gonna absolutely destroy the town. We've actually got our apiary up here, which is producing some honey at the moment. We can switch between honey or beeswax. At the moment it's honey, which is good, which is contributing to our food, although not enough because we've got 0 at the moment, so people are going to start going hungry, which is quite a desperate situation. I didn't realise we was on 0 food. I thought that we had some in the barn, but it turns out people have already taken it all. That house took one hell of a lot of honey. So at the moment the honey is the only thing that's actually keeping us going. Let's quickly get this tunnel built. If we can get this tunnel built in time, we can get some, well, hunting lodges and all that going on down here. Let's set a priority to that. This lovely priority button that I'm never sure it's actually working on it. Right, they are doing it. Do we have enough stone to complete it? We definitely have enough stone. And they should start building it right away, I think. Hopefully. Come on guys, get off your tea break, you need to start building your tunnel. Did they even start doing anything here? No, they didn't start doing anything there yet. The tunnel's clearly more of a priority to them than the houses. They realise that food awaits them in this section. Right. How about a road? While they're dealing with that there, right, that goes there like that. Right, we'll have a road that comes down to there, I think. While they're dealing with the tunnel, let's get a road going across here. Okay, now where is the gatherer hut? There it is. The first one can go there, I think. That works quite nicely. Now let's pin that so it's constantly got the yellow thing up, because we need to see where we're going to put the next one. In fact, we can put a hunting cabin right next door to it, and for now, hopefully that might be enough. It may just be enough to get people enough food in. We're going to have a storage barn next door to that. We need a market actually as well. Marketplace can go up here. This is going to be the main town, I think, because it's kind of central to the map. But we also do need to have a storage barn along here, which is going to be able to help them store all their stuff. Now at some point we are going to get rid of all this stone and iron and put in 2 forester huts, which can both start growing the forest back again, so then we can collect more and more bits and pieces. So for now though, we're going to quickly prioritise down here, because quite frankly, well, their health is starting to drop. I don't blame them, to be honest. We're going to get some kind of disease or famine or anything happens very soon if they don't get enough food. Right, so tools, we've got 48 tools, we've got plenty of tools, no problem there. Builders, we've got 4 of them, they need to be working on here. We're chopping down the trees now, okay. Labourers are still doing a very good job over here. Let's up it to 10 times. They're taking back as much as they can. I'm going to get a road all the way going up here to the river. What is that? They've just dumped there. Oh no, it's just a tree. Okay, so you can't go through trees. No, you can't. I thought you could go through trees. Oh no, sorry, you can't go through trees that have been assigned to be taken down. That's what the problem is. Okay, no worries. We're going to need to get a dock in very soon. Trading post. One of the most essential things to get at the start of the game, I think. That's the trading post there. Okay, now what else do we have here? Got a dry storage building for like rope and things. Bank barn. Extra large storage building that must be built on a slope. Okay, that's quite interesting. A slope. Now what defines a slope? Clearly that doesn't define a slope. Something like that, so you can't just build it here, you have to build it like that, and I assume it's cut into the ground to give itself a bit more room. We've got a grain silo, okay, stores grain. And a root cellar stores fruit and vegetables. Very nice, okay. Let's look at this windmill actually, because I'm quite liking the idea of getting a windmill. Which, oh, it makes flour. Okay, so it's not a massive thing at the moment. Food's okay, 532 food. We will definitely need to get some fishing going at some point. So I'm going to put some fish in. Let's put it down to 5 times again. These fish are going to need to... So that's quite a large area. They can utilise that very nicely. Because I remember I was told to make as much water within the yellow circle as possible. That way you get the maximum amount of fish coming in, which is nice. So there's 2 there, not putting them too close together so they're not overfishing, and this here, this is an absolute prime spot for a fishing dock. Something like this is perfect. That is exactly what you need. Okay, so that's good enough there. Nice road going from one end of the trading post to the other. We can also get the road to come along here and meet up with our newly established fishing dock. There's no point in having a road go so wonky like that, is there? We might as well make it a bit straighter. That can go along there, and then we'll have it come up here and go along there as well. Okay, so we're starting to establish a sort of a rough blueprint of what we're going to do. Right, let's see here. Oh, I had this pinned all along. Okay. We're going to put 2 people in that hut for now. We've got 2 builders there. Right, what have we got here? Storage barn. We need to build the storage barn because otherwise they're going to be spending ages walking up here to put in their food, which is no good. Storage barn needs to be built, and we also do definitely need to build in these 3 wooden houses here. We're also going to have to put a few houses on this side just to cover the people that are working here and in the hunting cabin. In fact, I'm going to put a forester lodge, 2 of them in here now, in advance. Pause them though, pause them. So that takes up that space. Let's just pin that, and that takes up that amount of space. Okay. So the forester lodges don't encircle it as much as the hunting cabin, but that's okay. That's not really a problem. Alright, so they are building these first, which is good. They seem to build the thing that they put down first of all, unless you actually prioritise, which is kind of good. You can kind of get a better sense of when things are going to be built and where they're going to be built and all that kind of stuff, which makes the game a lot easier. Right, so 33 tools we're down to now. Let's get this guy working again. You need to keep up with your tools, mate. This area around here could be very good for a bit more farmland, I think, and pastures. Pastures are definitely an essential thing. It's just if I can afford to get animals in from the trader at this current moment in time. Orchards as well, we can get some of them. What is this here? Make candles out of beeswax? Okay, so I'm guessing then that these things are going to be very, very good for anything to do with trading. A shore house is where sand can be dug up for further processing at glassworks and frogs and turtles found. Oh man. Is frogs and turtles a new source of food? Because if that's the case, I might build one of them there. And see what happens. I'll do that at the same time as I'm building all my fishing stuff. Right, them houses have been built. This thing is underway. We'll get this hunting cabin built as well. Prioritise this region over here. There's so much to look at on this this new mod. It's absolutely amazing. I think though that the developer, he didn't add in tons of stuff. He added in enough stuff to make a really nice game that worked well, worked from day one, and that's all you can ask for. And the fact that the coding he's done has allowed everyone to produce decent mods like this, adds more equipment, more food, more buildings and everything like that. It's a good model. It's the model that every game should be every game developer, big or small, should be doing. Make a fully working, finished game that has a set amount of stuff that you're happy with and people are happy with to begin with, and then open up the future for modders and stuff to add their own content like this that works really well. And to be honest, that's all you can ask for. And maybe if the developer is working on another game, perhaps he can work on that in peace while everyone's happy playing his first game. No one's moaning at him saying, "Oh, you're still in beta, blah blah blah." And yeah, just generally seems like a very good system, if you ask me. So I'm quite pleased with this purchase. It's certainly given me loads of hours of gameplay and videos and all that kind of stuff. So that's all good. Right, so we've got a schoolhouse now. We're going to get a schoolhouse because, as you know, educated children and workers are better than just the non-educated ones, obviously. So if we can get that down as soon as possible, that'll be a massive help to the system. We haven't really grown too much, I don't think, since we started. I mean, we're starting to grow a bit more now. You can see actually since early summer 3. Yeah, since early summer 3 we've really been growing, like giving birth to children and stuff like that, so that's always a good thing. Fuel is doing really nicely. Food is still a problem. This thing here just can't manage by itself, can it? It can't do enough. So we're going to have to get another farm down, I think. That's going to be an essential. It's just going to be a smaller farm though, I think, because we don't want to oversize these things. Although you can go 30 by 30, and I'm really tempted that sometime in this campaign we will go to a 30 by 30 farm somewhere, just for the fun of seeing it in action. I'm not 100% sure that it's going to be a practical thing to do. Right, so if we put actually 6, so they can be 3 workers on each field, like that. 1 person working in the schoolhouse, that's good. How are you doing in the blacksmith? Right, you've got 46 tools in there. Is that going up or going down? Right, that went up by 4 that time. I assume when he's finished making the amount that he can possibly make, he'll maybe go on to doing other things, and then when it drops down again he'll come back and start work again. Can't guarantee it, but I assume that's what it is based on what other things are in the game. Right, I've got a hunting cabin there. Now, I did mention a market, which is here. So if this is going to be our main centre of town here, then it's good, I think, that, yeah, it's good that it fits there like that. Oh, paused it again, didn't mean to do that. That's, yeah, if we can get a load of houses down here, that would be good. It encompasses a massive region of the map, which is nice. We can get a nice road going across here as well. Okay, let's get a road going up and around here. We can probably... Oops, we can't get a road there. Nope, unfortunately. We should probably get some wells down. This is a good little location for wells. Can't really put anything else there, so why not put some wells down? All these little bits here that you can't really fit anything else, perfect for the wells. And we've got a hunting cabin now, which we'll put 2 people in. And we're only down to 2 labourers now, although we do have 4 builders, so that's good. Forester lodges, forget about them for now. Let's get a couple more houses going. We're going to be a little bit hit and miss. It's going to be touch and go with the amount of food we have available for the people during the winter if we keep building these new houses. But I'm pretty confident that when we have both these farms up and running next season and both these hunting cabins and gatherer lodges up, that it should be fairly okay. And what we'll do is we'll get rid of all the stone and iron around here, then build the forester lodges and build up the nice forested region for those people. Okay. In fact, we might as well, because we've only got 2 labourers anyway, we might as well just say collect the stone from here. And also, guys, you can collect the iron. Because there's a nice bit of iron there. We like our iron. It's nice to store up. We don't use too much at the moment, but when we do come to using it, we'll be very thankful for collecting it now, as opposed to having to collect it later. How is this thing doing? 1,000? Very, very nice. That's doing very well. And what is this doing? Alright, so the season that I wanted to get 1,500 didn't quite make it. Maybe it can't at that size of farm. What about these? How are these doing now? That's doing okay. We're used to seeing a little bit more than that, but maybe that's because there isn't so much woodland area around there. Okay, a town service. Alright, herbalist, we want one of these because, as we know, people are getting ill. They're at 3.5 health already, and we can't afford for them to go any lower than that. Maybe 3 is the absolute lowest I can let them get to. Okay guys, I think I'm going to call that the end of video 2 there. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.